This is the second list of my free agent videos. I initially had like 30, 40 of these players lined up. The video was going to be about 40 minutes to an hour. However, we're going to go ahead and break them up. I'm going to give you guys another five free agents I want the Houston Texans to target. They might have to spend a little bit more money with the players that I'm going to, talk about. But if you want to get wins, the Houston Texans need to start investing into that. And what better than to number one and getting someone who's a home run hitter? If the Houston Texans sign this player, it's a sign that they're trying to win, that they're going for it all. And that is Mike Williams, wide receiver from the Los Angeles Chargers, who just came off a breakout season, almost 1,100 yards, a little bit more than 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. Definitely had a bounce back season from last year where he had a little bit under 800 yards and 5 touchdowns. Mike Williams screams big playmaker ability. He's definitely going to stretch the field. He can go up and get it. He is a clutch player. Many times Justin Herbert. I mean, the game against the Raiders where he hit Mike Will for the game-winning touchdown. Mike Will, we have been asking him for a very long time. Houston Texans fans, well, me myself, a dude who's an absolute playmaker, can go up and get it. Has for sure hands. Has been healthy the past couple seasons. Did have a little bit of a rough injury in the slight beginning, but however, his durability is not an issue for me. The Houston Texans would definitely benefit of getting a playmaker like that because we don't have one. As much as I love Brandon Cooks, I cannot fully say he's a playmaker. We don't know what's gonna happen with Nico Collins. Yeah, Nico Collins has the Mike Williams size, the 6'6". I'm sorry, the 6'4", 4'3", big hand for sure catch. The speed is there. These guys basically are gonna look identical physical wise and size wise, but Mike Williams, he's proven he's gonna come in and be your high number one or damn near number two. Because like I said, Brandon Cooks, he's put up multiple thousand yards the past 2 seasons. Look at the wide receiving core of Mike Williams, Brandon Cooks, and Nico Collins. I've said that Davis Mills needs a slot wide receiver. Imagine like your two outside guys are Mike Will, Nico Collins, and eating up the slot is number 13, Brandon Cooks. That would actually excite me for Davis Mills. Give him all the weapons that he needs to get better and be the franchise quarterback that I want him to be. I know a lot of fans still hate Davis Mills. Shout out to Mills Millie. Um, but if the Houston Texans go out, sign Mike Williams day one, I'm actually excited. I'm screaming. Um, that's a home run get. He said it himself. Last year, it was a lot of singles and doubles. This year, we need those triples and home runs. And that number two is someone who the Houston Texans should just, like go out and get. And that is Fourier Luwa, the linebacker from the Atlanta Falcons, 131 tackles, 3 interceptions, one forced fumble. This dude is basically like Rougier Hill. He's 1 year younger. This is the one that the Houston Texans need to go ahead and take advantage of because Luwa is not a complete linebacker yet, and he's already this pretty good. Give him to Lovie Smith, develop him. He's damn good in coverage. He is fast. He could go sideline to sideline. He's not scared of anybody. Will take the running backs head on. Is a force in the run game. Is damn good in the passing game. Had 3 interceptions this season. I think he had 4 last year. He's 26 years old. You can have this guy for the next 5 to 6 years as your starting linebacker. He's very vocal on the field. He hypes the guys up on the sideline. 131 tackles, one of the leaders in the NFL. Go ahead, spend the money on him. A lot of people still don't really know his name yet, but a guy with high reward, a high ceiling, high upside. Bring in someone who could be your leader on the defense. Justin Reid's not going to be here. Who knows what's going to happen with Christian Kirksey or Grugier Hill? This is the replacement for him. The Houston Texans need to go ahead and sign Fourier Oluwakan. And with number 3, I still want them to go ahead and target the offensive line. Austin Corbett is someone who really came on for the Rams this year, won the Super Bowl, was traded from the Browns, was labeled as a bust, didn't really get his chance out there, gets traded to the Rams for a 6th-round pick, and has his best season, 73 grade, just very strong hands, finishes at the run, is agile and athletic enough where they could use him on screens. The Houston Texans need the offense, I'm sorry, the interior of the line to be built. They definitely need guards. They need a center. The Rams are going to have a lot of issues. I'm sorry. Yeah. The Rams, they're going to have a lot of issues in terms of knowing where to spend their money. Brian Kelly, the other good center, at the exact same age as Corbett at 26, damn near one of the best centers in the league this year. He is looking for a payday. So the Chargers are going to have to decide who do they want to, save. The Houston Texans definitely need to take advantage. They need to start building around Davis Mills. We all know the offensive line is the foundation. This is the one where I want them to address it in free agency and the draft. There's a lot of good guards and tackles in the draft as well. If the Houston Texans go in and bring in someone like Austin Corbett, who has little to no injury history, I'm excited. I'm on board. Let's get it going. Number 4, we have Derek Barnett, this one is probably the most realistic, right? He doesn't give you a lot in terms of getting to the quarterback. It's not going to get you 8+ sacks, might give you 45. But what he lacks in the pass rushing game, he makes it up with being damn good against the run. Definitely makes plays in the backfield. Definitely stuffs the guys. Like I said, he's an average pass rusher, but he's a very solid starter. And adding him on the other side of Jonathan Grenard excites me a lot. The Houston Texans were dead last in run, in defending the run last year, or almost dead last. Adding someone like Derek Barnett, who could stop the run, is very good at it, can contain the edge, and that sometimes puts some pressure on the QB. I would absolutely love that for the Houston Texans. So far we've had, a wide receiver, a guard, a linebacker, and then we talked about a defensive end. Now, someone, number 5, I really want to talk about Leonard Fournette. And I've asked about, for this dude for a number of times. I think he's low risk, high reward for the Houston Texans. You could definitely get him on a 1 to 2 year deal. And if you do invest in the offensive line, Leonard Fournette is going to flourish. We know how good he could be coming out of Jacksonville, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns last year, 812. I'm sorry, this year 812 yards, 8 touchdowns. Got the name Playoff Lenny for a reason. Definitely showed out in the playoffs. Tampa Bay doesn't know what they're going to do as far as quarterback. They have 2 running backs on the free agency market, Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette. I'll talk about Ronald Jones in another video. Like, I've just always been a fan of Leonard Fournette from LSU. Wouldn't mind him, man. A bruiser, and it's someone that Lovie Smith has talked about to fit his style. Downhill running that absolutely screams Leonard Fournette. Let me know what you guys think about this 5 free agents. Should the Houston Texans target some of them? Should they not? As always, go Houston Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.